Good morning, everyone. This is the second class of our course, AI and drug discovery. So in this video, we're going to learn how to install the Linux system, which is called WSL system, which is actually a Linux system, but is operating on the window inside the window. So that could be useful to do the drug simulation and other kind of automation system we're gonna learn later. So for example, for WSL system, to install it, you need few options to activate before installing the actual system. So this methodology is just for the Windows. So in the Windows, when you go through your keyboard, you find a window button here. When you press the window button, this screen, this little window pop up. So here you write Windows features, okay, and this option will appear. So you have to click here on the Windows option. Once it appears, now you have to look for you have to check this. For example, in my system it's already installed, so this is ticked already. In your computer maybe it's not ticked, or maybe it's a tick, I don't know, but you have to make sure that this is option is selected, and also you have to select this option in your window right now. If it's not installed, this will be unticked, so you have to tick it again and make it activate. So once you activate both these options, then you can just simply do OK. Maybe gonna ask for restart. For now, for me, it's not asking because I have already installed in my system. Okay. After that version, you can go to the CMD. So in the CMD command, so I'm gonna do again the Windows button. I press on my keyboard, this window will appear, and now I'm gonna write CMD, which is command line of the Windows. So we have this window, and since I already installed the Linux system, so for me it's gonna give me the information about what I have installed. But for you, for example, now I have activated my Linux login, okay, credentials here. But for you, it will not appear because you don't have installed yet the WSL system. So once you do the previous steps, which I already told you, what you have to do is that when you arrive on the command prompt, you have to write WSL, and you have to do the update. Okay, so when you do it, you're gonna check if the WSL system, which was activated previously through the window but is not activated on your window. Okay, so this command will update or activate your Windows sub Linux system in your PC or in your system. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this until this is taking time, so I'm gonna pause the video. When it's finished, I'm gonna continue this. Okay, so now that my system is updated, now I want to also check the version which is installed or other information. You can type WSL space and dash dash, and you have to write the version. So we are on the new version here, which is the latest, and then you have these other systems which you don't gonna need it. Okay, so after that, the installation of Linux system, you need a distributor, which is available with many packages or there are many distributors. So we're gonna see that which ones are available for us. For example, now you have to write WSL and you want to see the list of distributors. So here you're gonna write, so this is the distribution that installed in my PC, okay? So this will not appear in your PC since it's not installed. So what you're gonna do is that you want to know what options you have to install, okay? So you're gonna write list, the same like previous, then you have to do space dash dash and you have to write online, okay? So now it is telling you that these are all the distributions you have here, uh, which are mainly used for different purposes. Maybe you are beginner, you are intermediate, you are advanced, depending on what function you want to use. So for now, as we are beginner, we're gonna use the stable version, which is like this one, but is the latest and stable, okay? So I want to install this distribution, Ubuntu, okay? So we have to write exactly the same. So to install this distribution, I have to run the command here, and I have to now run uh, install command, okay, with dash, and then you have to write the D, okay, and then you have to paste exactly what's the distribution name, okay. So you enter and it start downloading the new part, okay, and they're gonna take some time as usual because downloadings take time. So when it's finished, I'm gonna show you that what will appear after this. And after this step, you should be like finished with the installation of the Windows sub Linux system. And then we move to the software which are required for drug docking and simulations. Okay, so now that the distributor is installed, so you can uh, choose your name, username, whatever you want. So maybe we can choose the username, and then you can select any password if you want, and uh, it should be installed. So when you are writing the password, it will not be, it will not progress further, but it's written actually. So when you are writing the password here, and then you have to rewrite the password, should be same, okay, and then you have installed successfully uh, the Linux system. When the things appear here, okay, so for now we have the Linux system installed, which should be functioning, okay. So there are some commands that you can learn later, maybe show you how to uh, do some commands and do some experiments or do some functions through the Linux system, which is more easier than Windows. So later we gonna explore this system when we gonna do the drug docking and other parts. So one last thing you have to check is that you have to, after finishing the installation of this system, you have to go to your PC, and here you will find the uh, Linux here. the icon. Okay, when you select it, you see that previously I had installed this one, and now I installed also the latest one. So I have two versions right now. So if you go to the latest, you will see that there are some folders uh, where our like analysis will be saved, or other folders which we gonna run functions will be saved here. So that's all for Linux subsystem. Now we have to download also the drug docking software, which is called MZDock. Okay, so this software is very easy to use for drug docking. There are also many other softwares, for example, Autodoc, and there are many others. So, but I prefer MZDock because since it's an automated, optimized, and is more latest version for docking studies. Okay, so for me, I personally use this one because I feel more confident with this. So what you have to do is that you go in their GitHub account, okay, and then here they just provide you the link. You can download this MZ docking, okay. So it's gonna be, you download it and you install it. It's not very hard to install, and once it's installed, since I already, okay, I found that I didn't have installed in this PC, so I have to wait for the download, and then I can install it and show you how to use it. Okay, so now that our downloading is complete, so I'm going to install it using the click button, and we have to run it. So we have to wait for the installation of this software, and then we see a little bit interface of this software, just to introduce you. Another software for which we installed the Linux system is called GROMACS. Okay, so in the GROMACS, this software is open source software and it's free, and it don't require the license for the docking simulation. Also, there are many other softwares, but you have to pay for the license. For example, there is Desmond simulation. So here you can see this software is also useful and used for a docking simulation, but this software requires purchasing or the license, or if you have institutional access, I don't know, but for the open source uh, purposes, we're gonna use the GROMACS, which is used in the Linux system. So we're gonna run this software for our further analysis. So here in this page, they also put the tutorials which we're gonna follow in our upcoming course about when we reach to the molecular simulation after molecular docking. So this will be more useful at that time. But here, uh, what I want to see is, yes, here I want to see is the installation here. So there are instructions for installation. I'm not doing the installation in my PC is because it it is different in each PC. For example, it depends on which window version you are using, which distributor you are using, and which Linux subsystem version you are using. So there are many variabilities. So I'm suggesting you to go this site, which I'm gonna also paste in my description down. You can go to this link and you have to explore and you have to learn from here that how to install this in uh, your Linux subsystem. So these all commands are for the Linux system. Okay, so when you open a Linux system, for example, when you are opening, when you install, when you close your computer, and next day when you are opening, you want to open the Linux system. Okay, so how you gonna access this through the CMD? You just have to write WSL command, and if it's installed, it's gonna give you the access. Now you will see that our user will change. So here now you can see that our user is changed from Windows to Linux system. Okay, so now you can use the Linux commands. Okay, they're gonna work. So for example, here they are saying is that sequence of command to execute, which means that you have to start from here and follow all the commands carefully, and then you have to install it. If you find any problem, you can post it on the Discord channel. We will help you as much we can. Okay, so that's all for now for the installation of the software and making of the environment for drug simulation. We're gonna explore a little bit about the MZDock. Okay, so but this is still the installation. We will wait a bit and then we will explore it in a bit. So now the software is installed. Here they are saying that if you're using this MZDock, you have to cite these authors because when you are using this software, you have to give credit to these developers for sure. And now we're gonna launch it, and here it's launching. So in this software, I just want to show you the little bit of interface of this software, which is very easy and it's very friendly. Okay, so this is the software. We're gonna later learn how to use this software when we reach to the drug docking part. Okay, but you see that this is really easy. There are not many options, and you can easily execute everything once you have the targets and proteins and all the information regarding this. Okay, so that's all for this class. Try to install the GROMACS in your computer. If you encounter any problem, you can post your question on our channel, in the Discord channel or in the YouTube comments. We will try to help you. Thank you so much for your attention. See you on the next class.